Haha. Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Friday. It is Friday. Happy Friday to each and every one of you. So, bummer. Boys lost in the ACC tournament. Not good. Our boys went down yesterday. Not great. Listen, fam, the market is doing what the market does. We'll go over the numbers. We will go over the numbers for sure. But I wanted to hop on here really, really quick and share this very, very interesting interview with Rob Cunningham and Steven Nerayoff on Rob's channel, whatever radio means he has. Absolutely, and a must read, a must listen to, I should say, for every single digital asset holder. It is a it is a must listen to for every digital asset holder without question. Got to get into it. But listen, the market is doing what it does. We're going to go over the numbers. Looks like Brad Kimes still feels like it's okay for him to call and curse out people, XRP holders, in his videos. He still seems to think it's okay. And a lot of people out here are just, yeah, good with that. Shame on that dude who thinks that it's okay to do that. I'm going to share another one. Unfreaking believable. But let's go over the numbers. It's an embarrassment to content creators. Sorry, so here it is here. Listen, I mean, he's not Andrew Tate or Tate Brothers. I mean, give me a break. All right, so the market is doing what it does. We'll go over the numbers. According to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is down to 2.73 trillion, 2.73 trillion. The Bitcoin dominance is at 49.3%. Yeah, no true altcoin season is happening yet until we get, this is just easy stuff. Until we get to 56% dominance for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trading at $68,203. Ethereum is trading at $3,692. And XRP is trading at 62 cents, man. This Solana is crazy right now. Solana is $182. It's up 20% on the 7-day. Interestingly enough, after this run, in order to perhaps get better buys in Solana, it could literally take 2 or 3 years after the altcoin run, right? We got our game book, got our game plan, we got the playbook. It's going to be a 2 to 3.5 year bear after the bull run, and we're still waiting for that real big time altcoin bull run. But unless we fix this stuff that's going on in our country, there's going to be some big challenges with the digital asset space. And until we're able to rid ourselves of the stench of corruption and U.S. entities involved in said corruption, right? The digital asset space will not live up to its, promise. And we got to, we really have to understand that this ETHgate thing is not about the people who created Uniswap or 1inch, right? It is about Joseph Lubin, William Hinman, entities in multiple, or I should say persons in multiple U.S. entities. You understand? That's what we're talking about here. It's not the people from, what is it called? What's the Bankless? It's not about the people from Bankless, those dudes over there. No, it's about the corruption that Vitalik and Joseph Lubin and several people at several U.S. entities coming together to create a monopoly and completely disregard the rest of the digital asset space because the U.S. entities want control over this new financial system. You understand? They want control over it. And so shout out to Steven Nerayoff. Steven Nerayoff is a classic example of what U.S. entities will do. What they will do. They will literally do to a U.S. citizen in order for them to gain control or keep control of something that they want. And we're talking about the financial system here. So this is an hour and 18 long video, hour and 18 minutes. It really starts to get to the meat of the video at minute 44, if you will. And I would highly encourage you to check it out from minute 44 to an hour and 18 minutes. Check that out. And it's important to become aware of what's going on. This is why Deaton running for Senate is massively important. It's massively important that we can do what we can to donate. We can do what we can to tweet every tweet, retweet every post that he does, hashtag Deaton for Senate. It's massively important because we have to rid ourselves of the corruption. One thing I will say here, and I don't want to spoil the video for you, but it is factual that JP Morgan was involved with Joseph Lubin before the creation of the Ethereum blockchain. Before. We just saw something on X about JP Morgan being fined in the hundreds of millions of dollars once again. Once again. And if we as US citizens just continue to live our lives with our head in the sand, like it doesn't matter, no one cares. If we continue with the apathetic, if you will, mindset, you know, the whole saying of ignorance and apathy, I don't know and I don't care. If we continue with that, this new financial system will be just like the one that we're currently in, corrupted. And I would ask you, is this what you want for your children and your grandchildren? Do you want to rid them or steal from this opportunity in this new financial system of decentralization, of a level playing field? Do you want to take that away from them? Or are you willing to fight to change that, to give them a shot at this new thing? You understand? That's what this whole ETHgate and exposing this is about. It's not about taking down Ethereum or the asset ETH or the blockchain Ethereum. No, it's about realizing that the CCP is has infiltrated the United States entities and heavily trying to take ownership of this financial system. Why in the world is Gary Gensler giving what has been factually proven to be a CCP-tied own blockchain and broker-dealer, this broker-dealer license? Why in the world would that be allowed to happen? It has to come from the current administration. It ain't Gary. It has to come from the current administration. The current administration's ties to the CCP have been documented. Well documented as factual. As US citizens, we got to get behind this documentary that's going to come out. XRP Unleashed. It's not about the asset XRP as much as it is about exposing the corruption and a fight to take back our government. It's been infiltrated, fam. It has been infiltrated. And we have the power to put people in office and remove those who have sacrificed their country for personal profit. We have the opportunity to put people in position who would never dare do such a thing. We have that power. And we also have the power to educate the masses who just want to continue to vote along party lines just because their ma and their grandpa voted those along party lines. And it ain't about one side or the other. It's about putting people in place who will not sacrifice their country for personal profit. And that's on both sides of the aisle. We got to get that. We have to understand that. And again, this is why Deaton for Senate is so massively important, because he's going to help to expose this. He's going to help to expose this, be in a position to call for trials, to call for hearings, if you will, to expose this madness, this infiltration by the CCP into United States entities, 3-letter alphabet entities. It's important that we do something about it and that we don't just feel hopeless. You and I individually can make a difference. Jimmy Valley from Val Hill Capital is important in this whole thing because you need people who are warriors, right? Who are willing to take on a big fight that seems impossible, but recognizes pursuing the fight is perhaps the most important thing, even though we want to obviously win. But this idea of not just walking around with our heads down, conceding, it's just kind of the way it is. People in U.S. entities sacrificing their country for personal profit, it's just kind of the way it is. We have to rid ourselves of that mentality, right? This is important for our children and our grandchildren. It's hugely important. Don't be misled. Don't be misled by mainstream media. Don't be misled. Okay? Everything's okay. Life is just great. Don't be distracted by all of a sudden out of nowhere, there's this Haitian thing going on. All of a sudden out of nowhere. You got to understand, those are meant to be distractions to keep you distracted and away from the fact that in U.S. entities, Congress, 3-letter alphabets, you name it, the enemy has infiltrated, has been allowed to infiltrate. It's just, it's massively important. Massively important. Meanwhile, we get Brad Kimes, again, espousing madness and without, I don't even know what the word is, without hesitation, willing to not only curse out, not only demean XRP holders, right? Not only to do that, but bottom feeders and losers is what he's calling the XRP community. And no one's holding this dude to the carpet. Take a listen to this madness.
We're not in a shortage of developers. Don't listen to these assholes out here saying this nonsense. We're not in a shortage of developers. Don't listen to these assholes out here saying this nonsense.
Anytime there's a challenge to the company Ripple, this dude goes on these kind of rants. You got to get what's going on. A centralized entity that has shareholders, in which he is one, is constantly being promoted by these XRP entertaining content creators. You understand? More so, promoted more so than projects with developers created by community members building on the XRPL. You understand? Why do you think that's different than JP Morgan running around, crapping on Bitcoin and digital assets, and in the background, buying Bitcoin? Promoting the books, this is what this is called, and this is what that channel has become. This is what the channel has become. His channel has become, I'm going to promote my books because I'm a shareholder, because I backdoored my way into it. That's what the channel's become. And the gall, the gall to just run around calling people a-holes is these are XRP holders, you understand? These are developers saying we need more people developing on the XRPL. And this dude thinks it's okay to call those people assholes. And everybody's running out to this freaking event. Like, when are you gonna stand your ground and say that is not okay? It's not okay. And until this dude is willing to make the video to apologize, I'm going to keep getting on this dude because it's not okay. It's not okay, number one, to be promoting this centralized entity called Ripple over, above and beyond 10-1 over projects on the XRPL, built and driven by XRP holders for the XRP and XRPL ecosystem. Now you could say, well, it's his channel, he could do whatever. Okay, it's my channel and I could do whatever also. And I'm telling you, that is unfreaking acceptable. 99% of XRP holders do not own shares of a centralized entity that is Ripple. What are we doing here? What are we really doing here? And this has nothing to do with the company, Ripple, who has been a good steward and a great ambassador for the asset XRP and the XRPL. But the bottom line is 10-1, unacceptable. 20-1, unacceptable. It's become quite obvious that this is about promoting his thing, his books, his bag of Ripple. We don't need more developers? What kind of nonsense is that? So we need less people building on the XRPL. We don't need more people. Really, Brad Kimes? Unbelievable. And again, we need more people calling this madness out. More content creators calling this madness out instead of standing on the sideline thinking like it's okay. No, that is not okay. His actions are not okay. And then hide behind it with cancel culture and not free freedom zones, kicking people out when they disagree with something that he says. Enough of that. Enough is enough. Really. Like, really. Unfreaking believable that he thinks it's okay, and unbelievable that people in the community think that this kind of actions are okay. It's not okay. Unbelievable, man. All right, so there it is, fam. I just want to, guys, go check this video. Go check this thing out. Hopefully, hopefully I will remember to link this in the description of the video. Rob Cunningham here on X. His X handle is @KUWL. So the K is capital. KUWL show. One word, and the S is capital. @KUWL show. K is capital, S is capital. Go to the post and you'll see he posted the hour and something video because someone said that some parts of stuff was not recorded. So he put this out here. It's the full interview here. Again, for me, the meat and the heart of this starts at minute 44. Check it out. It's hugely important that you understand that we got to get our heads out of the sand. I'm doing the polite one. I'm doing the polite heads out of, okay. We got to get our heads out of the sand and realize what's going on. And don't accept the nonsense from the XRP entertaining content creator. Don't accept that. Call him out. That's unacceptable what he's doing. It's unacceptable. All right, fam, there it is. Check out this interview. It's hugely important to you. I'm going to wrap this thing up. This has been the XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's the greatest way to help the channel out. And if you've been hanging out, watching the Crypto Seeds, and you have enjoyed those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell, baby, so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.